Alright, so we're out here exploring what once was a logging road, like I said, 10 plus years ago. Brandy's too fast for me. He got himself in trouble before I could get the camera out. But there he is. You see him. He loves it. He's having fun. This is his favorite. This kind of stuff here is what I mean by this kind of stuff here is what I mean by, you know, kind of having that little bit of, I don't know what it is, knowledge, experience with getting stuck, or just being able to get yourself out of a spot, you know, or if anything, at least know how to not make it worse. See a lot of people get into stuff and they just do the wrong thing, and I don't know, it's not their fault. I haven't yet put my finger on it. Let me see. Let me try it. Let me see what happens. So, you know, like this really soft little creek bottom. One thing you would not want to do is just bury it in there. That's for sure. Got old electric start. Like I said, I think a lot of it just comes down to knowing when to call it, kind of, you know. If what you're doing isn't working, do something else. So see, instead of sitting there in those roots in that water, digging a hole, I'm gonna back up a little bit and let this sucker build a little bit of momentum here. Go up that little V and cut it over here to this nice side. See what happens. Ideally. Yep, that was it right there. Here we go. Low ground clearance. Skid plate sitting on that pipe there. So, just gonna drag it towards me. Ease the clutch out a little bit to let it give me some assistance. And there you go. That's how you get a heavy gutless pig up a little slippery thingamajig. So yeah, we're out here exploring. It's good stuff. Get into a little bit of trouble like that is always fun. So on to the next spot, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright, so what's going on? Just seen an animal up here. Didn't get a hog or a coyote, dog. But yeah, these are some old logging roads from back in my younger days. It's cool that their majority still here. Good enough anyways. Some of it's pretty overgrown and beat up, but mostly overgrown, but the remnants is here. That's good enough for me. So yeah, like I said, we just went through that little creek crossing deal, and we found this, so I'll explore it for a little bit, see what comes of it. And if it comes of anything cool, then I'll be sure to include y'all in the fun. Don't you know, eh? Shout out to my Canadians, eh? Just figured it'd be cool for Canadians and Floridians to have that little internet conversation, little connection there. But yeah, 99% sure that we're gonna have to come back through this same way, so I won't make y'all sit through it twice. If it keeps going and it turns into something, then like I said, we'll pick it up. But that's pretty much it. Just a sketchy road that I don't know what trouble is going to be lurking around the next corner, so I'm just kind of taking it easy. But I dig it so far. It was cool back then, and it's pretty cool now. We'll come back to some of these more hotter spots and, you know, make something of it. But for now, I'm just gonna run it and explore it, see what all it has to offer. So, get back with you guys here in a few. Seems promising. All right, be back in a little bit. All right, so we've come up to this cool Russian style bridge here. It looks bad, but that's only because we're spoiled Americans. If we were Russians, this would basically an interstate bridge right here. So found that piece of wood over there in the creek bed, retrieved it, put it across the smallest gap, and now we're pretty certain that these rotten trees are going to hold us up. So got probably about a good probably about right at 500 pounds for me when I go over this. 250 for the bike, 250 for me, no problem. That one right there actually looks really nice, but it's slippery and it's on the edge, so we're gonna go for this middle one here. Here, instead of getting greedy, and put my wheel back on the board nice and centered up, and then just look ahead, easy on the clutch, and there you go. No worries. Randy's bike is running, you just can't tell. Let's see how much of a disaster he can turn this into. Dang. And he disappoints. Alright. On to the next spot. We'll pick that bridge back up when we come the other way. Get y'all in a little bit. There we go. Alright, so what do? The board is kind of messed up, but too lazy to mess with it. So we'll make sure the whole bike gets on there nice and straight. Then same thing, easy on the clutch, looking ahead. You don't want to sit there and just stare down at an obstacle like that where it's dangerous, either falling off or, you know, even if it's, say it's a little rut, you know, a little washout, little rain area, you just want to tippy toe across there and be looking ahead. You know, if it's a rut that you don't want to fall, you know, off into a big mud hole or whatever, then if you stare down at it, it's just going to make your bars turn and slide and drag you down, whatever. It's just snowball and get crazy. But if you see it, recognize it, square up with it, tippy toe on it, and then keep your head up, look ahead, you'll be fine. Let's see if we can get anything spectacular here from Brandy. Oh, almost. Not quite. So alright, there was another washout there past that bridge that I forgot to record, but other than that, the trail was ended shortly after that bridge, so there was a fence. And even though it was old and falling apart, I figured screw it, turn around and go back, maybe check out some other stuff or something. So yeah, now that I am reasonably certain that there's nothing too dangerous on the trail, we can just let it record and kind of ease on through here. In an old place like this, you know, if somebody, you're not the only one that knows about it, you know, somebody knows about it. So, you know, whether it's somebody trying to protect something that's not theirs, that they just want to enjoy for all, you know, and keep it for themselves, a hunter or some other rider or whatever, you know, people can string stuff up across this trail. They can, you know, or even something innocent, you know, they put something, another little bridge right there, they put something, you know, that was just for some purpose, but it makes a bad day for you. So that kind of stuff keeps me really cautious when I'm somewhere like this. That's, you know, I can see signs of use, like no one's been back here recently, but somebody does or has come back here, so you never know what that means. Probably double back around this one, do this one 2 or 3 times, because you got that nice little area right there, and then this one that looks to be maybe the cheater trail. So yeah, we'll turn around and hit the non-cheater trail. Stuff like this, you know, where there's not really one straight line to get through. Once again, you want to stay looking ahead and not staring at whatever hole you're going to fall in. So yeah, we can come up right there. You know, you want to be looking ahead and stay alert, tippy toe, keep your balance. You don't want to stare at whatever hole you're trying to avoid. See it, recognize it, and move on. Alright, let's see if this is wide enough for the bike to squeeze through. Oh! Just barely. Nice. Alright. Let's see, if we go up to the right, that looks pretty nice, but there's another hole to fall in. Go up to the left, it's not a very good line. Probably go half left, go left and then cut back right. There we go. Let's see what Brandy decided to go around. Cool. Little washout right there. Mud hole, stanky old mother right there. Stanky old sticky icky. I remember this rest of this being fairly tame. And that's where we'll come from. But I wanted to stick my nose over here for just a minute. Yeah. Blocked off dead end over there. We'll see if this, I don't really want y'all to have to watch this overgrown section. I'm sure it'll make for a horrible video. But maybe it won't be as long as I think it is in my head. So then y'all can make the connection. Another animal right there. I think maybe a fox or a dog. Coyotes, but probably a fox. Look kind of long and lean, short. So yeah, this is where we went, where Brandy was struggling in that creek. I figured since I forgot to record, oh goodness, since I forgot to record that washout at the end, we'll see. We'll just get the live action on this creek crossing. See how it goes. Yeah, it's not too super overgrown, so I know there's nothing to see. Like I said, I believe here momentarily we're going to get up to that creek. Yeah. You know, you're getting close to the water. It starts getting thick like this. There we go. Starting to lose some elevation. There she is. Alright, let's see what we got here. So we got a metal pipe that's going to be slippery with a drop off, and another crushed metal pipe on the other side with a bunch of branches in your face the whole time. Cool. So we'll ease off in this because footing over here on my right side isn't too good. Oh, there we go. Alright, so you want to get set up. My back tire dropped in a little more than I wanted it to, but you just want to kind of give it some drive and just stay with it. Clutch control, looking ahead. Get your neck ripped off. Alright, great. Easy peasy. At least there's no incline coming back this way. Mrs. is out of town this week. She's gonna get home, see my neck all scratched up. It's not gonna look so good. Ta-da! See, that one didn't have the climb like the other way did. Much better. Okay. And then, yeah, this is pretty much the end here. Up in a minute. This is where we came in at. So, wait, I think there might have been one more little creek crossing, but it was nothing. It didn't have the little metal calder thing majiggers going across. Yep. Alright, now that's the end. So alright, man, that's two trips on the 300. So like I said, I'm gonna try and get the other bikes out and about here soon. And see what we can get into with those. Riding season will be coming up. People will be falling all over themselves to try to do something fun, so should be good times. Once again, as always, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Please feel free to hit me with any questions. And like I said, catch y'all next time. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy. Later.